So as we've said before, A/B and multivariate testing are critical tools for improving the conversion rate of any e-commerce site. The following lesson will provide guidance on using this approach for the first time. Low traffic websites, which have approximately below 100 purchases a day, will need to adopt different approaches than websites with higher traffic levels. Many paid tools make A/B and multivariate testing straightforward to implement and offer a suite of useful functionality. However, if starting out, consider using Google Optimize. It's free and straightforward to implement. It's also a prudent way to try this kind of testing before investing more heavily. For example, changing the text of a newsletter sign-up form is intimately connected with the success criteria of pressing the subscribe button. However, testing the impact of a blog post title or newsletter sign-up is not as directly related, and so the conversion rate will be relatively lower. Pro tip: on low traffic websites, ensure the elements being tested are as close as possible to the conversion point. Another approach to adopt if the site has a lower level of traffic is to test micro conversions. Instead of making the success criteria something that doesn't happen very often, like newsletter sign up, look at the smallest, most common action. For example, if the subject of the test is a blog post title, test how many users click to view the post rather than signing up. One advantage of multivariate and A/B testing is that it allows for the testing of multiple versions of the approach simultaneously. 5 or 6 variations tend to result in the most significant improvement in conversion. The downside of more variations is that it will take longer to prove which approach is the most effective. This can be problematic on lower traffic websites. Another situation where the approach differs depending on the level of traffic is the kind of variations that are tested. In high traffic websites, it makes sense to only make small levels of changes so that it's clear what exactly is influencing the conversion rate. If a merchant changes many elements on a site simultaneously, it will not be clear what affected the conversion rate. However, small changes tend to have smaller level of impact, and this can be problematic on lower traffic websites as the changes will be statistically insignificant. Now we'll prepare for your final quiz.